Prime Minister Peter O'Neill says the country does not have any choice but to implement the Supreme Court decision to shut down the Manus Regional Processing Centre. Last month, the Supreme Court declared that the processing centre is deemed unconstitutional. He told the FM 100 Talkback show this morning that given the Supreme Court decision, there has been ongoing dialogue between Australia and Papua New Guinea, and he is yet to be briefed on that. Sheila Malkin reports.
My understanding, as I see it, is this. We have no choice in Papua New Guinea but to implement the Supreme Court orders.
Prime Minister Peter O'Neill said the Supreme Court specifically highlights the issue of personal liberty, which is outlined in the country's constitution. He said both officials from Papua New Guinea and Australia are looking at this by allowing personal liberty of the refugees and how the government continue to engage and process them.
And I understand that the asylum issue has generated some level of debate among the community. Initially, when we honored the agreement that was signed between the Somalia and Howard government and re-established the center, there were some views expressing concern about it, but I did it basically because we had an obligation to be a member of a regional community in the Pacific where kids and mothers and people were losing lives at sea. Well over 2,000, I think it was close to 3,000 people lost their lives, particularly children. And that is why these boat refugees that were coming through boat, to discourage them, we established these centers offshore so that we can process the genuine ones who want to resettle elsewhere in the world.
He said it has been established that a large number of them are not genuine. Mr. O'Neill said his big concern now is the loss of job for the locals on Manus Island.
So I understand that it has employed a few hundred people, close to 1,000 people from my understanding. And then the businesses that are depending on this regular trade of activities that are taking place around the center, generating business for the Manus local economy. And the infrastructures, I know some of the infrastructures like the market and the roads and schools that we have agreed have already started, but the ongoing infrastructure that we require for the overall well-being of Lorengau and of course the Manus province.
He added that the officials are recommending to go back to court to ask for clarity on some of the court orders that have been made. Mr. O'Neill said he will soon make a public announcement once he is briefed on the outcome of the discussion between the two countries, which ended last Friday in Australia. Sheila Malkin, NBC National News, Port Moresby.